What's going on, Wrap Up Squad? I am here in Los Angeles getting ready for Summer GameFest 2025. We're here. Cannot wait for this event. It's the first time I've been out here in LA for Summer GameFest. I've been out here multiple times, of course, for E3. So it's going to be really interesting to see how things compare whenever it comes to E3 and, of course, Summer GameFest here.
I didn't mean to hurt you, babe. Oh no.
Getting ready to check out Summer GameFest, day 0 essentially. This is the day where we go ahead and check out Geoff Keighley's presentation where he will be showing off Summer GameFest. That's why I didn't actually go ahead and do a live broadcast like I normally do each year on the channel. Because I'm here in LA. This is going to be fire. Bro, I can't wait to see exactly what Geoff Keighley has in store for us this year at Summer GameFest. Live on stage, it's going to be phenomenal. We're getting ready to head out there now. I'll go ahead and give you guys a little bit of B-roll, sights and sounds of what is happening. And then from there, I'll show you everything else that I saw at Summer GameFest. So, with that said, let's go check this out. Let's go!
Only wait a minute. Let me make up for the wrongs I did. I'm just a human, I admit it. What will it take for you to forgive me? You decide to leave. You would have me anyway. Maybe I am too naive, but I'm choosing to believe that you would give me another chance. Can we find love? Can we go back to where we were? All I want is to love you. Start all over.
There it is. Of course, you just saw Summer GameFest, the presentation for 2025. Geoff Keighley held it down as always. Really great presentation, I must say. There were a ton of new titles that were shown off, a ton of updates that we saw as well. Guys, I gotta say, indie titles are really bringing it right now. I look back at it, and majority of the titles that I saw at Summer GameFest, the presentation, and even at this event that we went to tonight for media, it was called The Mixer. Just most of these titles are indies, and bro, they're killing it. They look absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I'm more excited for a lot of indie titles that are going to be coming as opposed to, say, some AAA titles. And you think about it even further than that, maybe that is part of the problem there. I mean, these indie developers, they're so much more successful, and maybe the AAA developers, maybe they just kind of need to, maybe have a different type of approach because, obviously they've had tons of layoffs throughout the course of the last 5 years or so. These indie developers are just picking up the slack and just doing their own thing at this point. So, for me, indie titles are just bangers right now. AAAs are always bangers as well. But the indies, man, they are really bringing it. A lot of awesome stuff coming from them. And look forward to seeing more, that is for sure. But yeah, as far as it goes for some of the titles, some of the games that we saw at Summer GameFest presentation for today that really caught my eye was, of course, Death Stranding 2. I mean, Death Stranding 2 is going to be incredible. And, I was just feet away from Hideo Kojima himself today. That's unbelievable. I've never been that close to Hideo Kojima in my entire life. We were actually supposed to have an interview with him over at InsiderGaming.com. For some reason, they canceled on us. We still don't know why. We're still trying to figure out the reasons as to why. So if someone over at Kojima Productions happens to be watching this video, we would die to have the opportunity to interview Hideo Kojima again. Even on my channel, The Weekly Wrap-Up as well, I wouldn't mind that opportunity. But at the end of the day, look, his game looks amazing. He showed off a brief new look of Neil meeting Lucy in what appeared to be a shrink's office, and also an extremely emotional reunion that Hideo himself talked to with Geoff on the stage in this clip. Take a look here while I was there.
but you saw the cancer mark on both of their hands. So they have this deep connection and reveals throughout the story. And last time on DS1, we have Cliff, who was played by Max. And of course, by story, he will not be in DS2. But this time, Neo will be playing like the role that Max did for DS2 this time. And Cliff was a very popular character, but I think we have to kind of top that character. So Luca Marinetti was a great actor, and I think he was great. He did a great performance, so I think you'll like this new character Neo too. Well, the game's going to be out in 20 days, so I'm not going to give any spoilers. That's what I brought today.
But there is more to share, and you won't have to wait very long to learn more about the game. Actually, this Sunday, as part of Summer Game Fest, you tune into the DS2 live game premiere, where Hideo will be joined by many members of the cast. He'll be sharing a new demo of the game, live gameplay demo, alongside Elle Fanning and Troy Baker, and I'll be there hosting it. And let's just say this is not the last that you've seen of Neil this weekend, and we'll leave it at that.
Yes, I'll show you the gameplay scene of Neo. So hope you enjoy. Will join us Sunday too.
Excellent. All right. Thank you so much, Hideo Kojima.
So yeah, Death Stranding 2 looks great. I cannot wait to see more from that. I'm not real big into Death Stranding, but it just looks great. I can just look at it all day long, right? Because it just looks so good. Let's see, other games that caught my eye during the presentation. Sonic Racing 2. This is gonna be just mad fun. Yeah, of course, it's just a Mario Kart knockoff. No, not necessarily, man. There's a lot of new elements coming in, a lot of new characters as well. We even have some Minecraft characters coming in, even Persona for that matter, as Joker's going to be coming. The game releases on September 25th, and I know a lot of you cannot wait to get your hands on it. Let's see, what else? Oh yeah, Onimusa, Way of the Sword. Bro, I've had my eye on this game ever since it was first introduced, and it looks phenomenal. Think Ghost of Yotei, Ghost of Tsushima, only maybe more brutal in some regards, in some circumstances. Guys, this looks I mean, look at this right here. My God, man. I was locked into this. I'm so excited to see this game come to fruition from Capcom. I'm all over this. I'm actually supposed to see this game here at Summer Game Fest. I might not get that opportunity because we're going to be potentially going to WWE's Money in the Bank here in LA. So I don't know if I'm going to make that for sure. I've been trying to get it rescheduled, but I haven't heard back. Hopefully I do, and I can give you guys a little scoop, a little insider information on how I felt about it. But man, just seeing it there, looking amazing from the stage. Man, I'm telling you guys right now, this is going to be one you want to have on your list here whenever it releases, sometime in 2026. The Arc Raiders release date was finally revealed here at Summer Game Fest as well. It looks great, and it comes here just in time before the end of the year on October 30th. Mafia the Old Country looked great, didn't it? I mean, if I'm not mistaken, we got our first look at that at the Game Awards 2024, and it looks like it's come quite a long ways ever since then. 2K Games has been cooking, and this game's gonna be releasing on August 8th, just a few more months away. Dying Light looks fire. When doesn't a Dying Light game look great? I mean, my God, that's gonna be really, really great. Techland has it locked down for that, and I think our own Grant Taylor Hill from Insider Gaming is going to have the scoop on that here at Summer Game Fest, so keep an eye out on his article for that over at InsiderGaming.com. And then what I thought was really cool and interesting is Geoff was up there talking, someone came up on stage, hey, gave him an envelope, and all of a sudden it was a complete takeover. Turns out it was freaking Deadpool, as Deadpool VR is going to be coming on MetaQuest VR, all kinds of different VR platforms. This looks awesome. Now, I don't have a MetaQuest, but if I did, I think this would be one that I would check out for sure. Marvel Games looks like they had a lot up their sleeves, and they're not pulling any punches either. As, well, of course, it's the Merc with a mouse, so you know that he's gonna have a lot to say while he's engaging. That's gonna be super official whenever it releases. We finally got a look at Jurassic World Evolution 3. Oh man, if you guys love Jurassic World, you're gonna love this game. This is gonna be a great RTS. as you continue evolving your Jurassic World your way. I mean, come on, who doesn't love Jurassic Park, right? That's gonna be releasing on October 21st. We got a Hitman collaboration as well. This was a huge surprise for me. I did not expect this. We have a Hitman collaboration with James Bond. James Bond villain Le Chiffre is going to be arriving in Hitman with Agent 47 tasked to be taking him down. Not James Bond, but Agent 47. I think this was really cool. I did not expect this. I'm super excited for it. I love the Hitman franchise. I've always loved James Bond 007 films, movies, any kind of Bond media. And look, Agent 47's right in Casino Royale. Mads Mikkelsen even made the stage, generated even more hype for this game, as it's actually available right now from June 6th through to July 6th. So if you haven't already, you might want to check this one out. And the biggest surprise that happened at Summer Game Fest here was Resident Evil Requiem. Unbelievable surprise from Capcom. Now, earlier on during the presentation, they said to us, you know, this game, it's in the works. You know, the next Resident Evil game is in the works. We know you guys are really anticipating it, really looking forward to it. And they just kind of let it go from there. We were like, okay, we were still excited, pumped up. We got it, you know, we get it. It's gonna take some time. And then at the very end, Geoff Keighley actually sounded like he got a little choked up about it. I guess he was just so honored at the fact that, you know, they decided they wanted the world premiere it there at his event. But man, we went nuts. You could probably hear us in the auditorium freaking out over the fact that this game is going to be coming sooner than later since we got the formal announcement. And man, it looks phenomenal. I know a lot of fans are excited for that, looking forward to it. Now, there were a couple games that I thought were missing at Summer Game Fest. I don't know when we're gonna end up seeing this game. Marvel's Wolverine. Where is Marvel's Wolverine? We haven't heard anything about it in so long. And I just sit here right now here at night, as it's just past midnight here on the West Coast. It's getting that late here. I've got to get to bed soon. But anyways, you know, thinking back with the whole hack situation that they had over at Insomniac Games, there's no doubt that it absolutely pushed things back as far as development goes at that studio. It's really a shame of what happened whenever it comes to Marvel's Wolverine. I was really looking forward to that game. Oh man, I don't know when we're gonna get the next update on it, but hopefully we get it sooner rather than later. I thought Summer Game Fest would have been the perfect venue for that, but unfortunately, you know, that just wasn't meant to be. And then also, you know, I know everyone keeps saying this game is dead, this game is dead. I'll believe it whenever they officially say that it's dead. Where is KOTOR? Where is Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic remake? I am so excited to get my opportunity to see more of this game. It was just announced. I think they announced it a little bit too early. Maybe it was an announcement that should have came maybe like 2 years after they started working on it, maybe 3-4 years. I don't know, but it just seems like it was so early on, and now we haven't heard anything. We probably won't hear anything else about this game for like another 5 years, to be honest. Who knows at this point? But I just thought those were 2 games that I thought were missing here at the Summer Game Fest. Now, you know, it's not the end of the year. You know, there's always an opportunity that we may in fact get these titles later this year, maybe at GDC, you know, the Game Developers Conference coming up here later this year, as well as potentially the Game Awards 2025. So who knows, maybe we will get updates on those games then, listed by Geoff Keighley, of course. We'll see what ends up happening by the end of this year. Let's keep our fingers crossed and hope we get something on those 2 games. But at the end of the day, I want to hear from you. Let me know down in the comment section below what game you thought was the most impressive coming from Geoff Keighley's presentation here at Summer Game Fest. And also, I want to hear from you. Let me know what game you thought was missing from the showcase that you thought would have made a big splash here at Summer Game Fest. I want to hear from you, so let me know. Comment down in the section below, and I want to hear from you ASAP on this one. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. I'm here in LA, living it up, enjoying Summer Game Fest 2025. Tomorrow's day 1 of the Playdays. Now, I don't know if I'm going to make this video one huge vlog of the entire trip while I'm out there, or just broken up into bits each day by day. I'll see how things go with the editorial. It might just be one long video, so if it is, just ignore this part. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna try to get some content out there for you guys while I'm out here in Los Angeles, California. Beautiful LA, love it out here, it's so great. I appreciate you guys, thank you so much for your continued support. I wouldn't be here in LA without you. I'm on the weekly wrap-up credentials, not Insider Gaming, but the weekly wrap-up, so it's thanks to you, Wrap-Up Squad, that I'm out here holding it down, representing the Wrap-Up Squad and my channel. I sincerely appreciate you all. Gratitude. Thank you all so much for your continued support. If you enjoyed this video, do me a huge solid right now. Smash that like button. And if you, check out some of my other content. If it's your first time on the channel, you enjoy that, definitely go ahead and consider subscribing as well. I don't do vlogs like this very often. Hopefully this vlog kind of worked out. It's like a hybrid vlog, I guess, if you will. So, if you guys enjoyed it, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. It really goes a long way as I try to hit my goal of 10,000 subscribers here in the year 2025. We'll see how that goes. I appreciate you each and every single way at the end of the day. I thank you guys so much. Of course, your host with the most A to the P, Albert Perkins, and we will see you in the next video. Until then, and as always, peace.